Join me on another episode of the Curtis Zone, and I do nothing but thank you for that. I, of course, am your humble and handsome and always perfect host, Dylan J. Curtis. I know I said humble and handsome, but I also said perfect. And you know what? Let's just not get into it right now. Today, we are continuing by giving you history ofs on every individual season of Power Rangers. And right now, it's down to the next season, Power Rangers Wild Force. Now, the first thing you guys need to know, and this is very, very important, Power Rangers Wild Force fell on the 10th anniversary of Power Rangers. We're going to get more into that later, but for right now, we're going to get into the episode. Before I give you guys some news, I want to tell you guys that I've been getting requests from people to decorate my background. I've been getting hit up on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, and people have been telling me that I should put a poster of my favorite superhero and video game in the background. I couldn't find Green Lantern or Black Panther, so I stuck with Moon Knight. And I couldn't find Halo or Mortal Kombat, so I gave it Call of Duty. I hope that everyone enjoys it. And remember, if you guys have any requests of what you think I should put in the background, just leave it in the comment section below. But right now, let's get into some news, shall we? The first bit of news I want to give to everybody is the fact that the DCEU has narrowed it down to one of 3 options to do with Ezra Miller's upcoming Flash film. They've either decided to go ahead and release the film and just play it out with Ezra Miller, or release the film and replace Ezra Miller with Grant Gustin, or option 3, which is to scrap the film altogether. I personally want them to replace him with Grant Gustin, bring the Arrowverse into the DCEU, with the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth things. It's kind of looking like they should have done that a while ago. The upcoming sequel to the 2021 Mortal Kombat film officially has a character roster. They're introducing Johnny Cage, Katana, Shiva, a new Sub-Zero, Noob Saibot, Fujin, and Shao Kahn. Oh, and they're also going to be introducing Quan Chi. Now, no official cast list has been announced, but it's leaning towards they're going to be replacing the person who played Hanzo Hasashi due to the fact that he'll be retiring from the world of acting. However, that is just a rumor, right? There's nothing set in stone about that at all. It is just a rumor. Also, the role of Johnny Cage has been narrowed down to 3 people, either Scott Adkins, WWE superstar The Miz, or Stephen Amell from Arrow. I'm hoping that they lean towards Stephen Amell due to the fact that he already has experience and he already has a contract with Warner Brothers. The final bit of news I'm going to give to you guys is from the world of Marvel. The fact that Black Panther Wakanda Forever officially marks the end of the current phase of Marvel, and that the next phase of the MCU will be Ant-Man Quantumanium. All right, I'm sorry, I lost the name for a second. All right, and the official end of the next phase will be Thunderbolts, and the beginning of the phase after that will be Fantastic Four. Now, this is just a rumor. No official release dates for anything have been released. All right, have been announced. I'm sorry. I lost it for a second. Also, the final bit of news. I'm sorry. I meant that this final bit of news is that the MCU has officially decided to go forward with a Midnight Suns series on Disney+. It's supposed to have Moon Knight, Doctor Strange, Blade, Robbie Reyes, Ghost Rider, and a whole lot more in it. Now, no official release date has been posted, but it's leaning towards they're going to post it mid to early 2024. Nothing's really set in stone though. Now let's get into this history of episode, alright? Remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more content. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to leave a request for a history of episode, leave it in the comment section that way, and I will get back to you. Power Rangers Wild Force would grace the airwaves of television in February of 2002, would have its last episode in November of later that same year. It was created by Saban Interactive and broadcasted on the Fox Kids network. This would be the last season of Power Rangers to be broadcasted on Fox Kids until Disney bought it out. Now, the first thing you all need to know about Power Rangers Wild Force is that it marked the end of the Fox Kids era, and then Ninja Storm through RPM was the Disney era, and then it was bought by Lionsgate, and it's been on Nickelodeon ever since. All right. This also marked the 10th anniversary of Power Rangers. Now, I'm not gonna give you guys what they did right now. All right, we're gonna get into that with favorite moments and/or important moments. Okay. Now that's enough with the non-fiction origin. Let's go into the fictional origin, shall we? Remember, like and subscribe. 3,000 years ago, an army known as the Orgs attacked a place known as the Animarium. And in doing so, the original 5 Rangers sent Princess Shayla in the Animarium and rose it above the clouds. This place would then be known as Turtle Cove, and she did so to protect the wild Zords, which are the most powerful weapons in Power Rangers. This leads us to the first episode when we meet Cole. You see, Cole was raised in the jungle after his parents died, and after he grew up, this jungle people basically gave him the animal crystal that they found on him when he was a baby. Now, Cole was the baby, a part of a research team that was off looking for the Animarium. He, his mother, and his father, and their assistant, Dr. Ryland, were all part of this research team looking for the Animarium. However, Dr. Ryland found these beans, and then he ate them. And he became the new Master Org. We also meet Taylor the Yellow Ranger, Danny the Black Ranger, Alyssa the White Ranger, and Max the Blue Ranger. In the first episode, Alyssa basically says, yo, we need another Red Ranger. We need a Red Ranger. We also meet Jindrax and Toxica, who are Duke Orgs, the Master of Blades, and the Mistress of Magic. Long story short, not spoiling everything here and there, the Wild Force Rangers team up with Cole to defeat their first Org, and also give him a bath and a haircut. Now that we've gotten past the origin, let's get into important moments in the series. Remember, like and subscribe. Now there are only 2 very important moments that you need to know from the series. The first important moment is when Merrick returned. You see, Merrick was part of the original team that helped defend the Animarium and save Princess Shayla. Now, Merrick had come back as Zenaku. See, he was cursed by a wolf spirit and became Zenaku. But when this curse was broken, he then donned the Silver Ranger power and became the Howling Wolf Ranger, which is very important, guys. Very important. Another important moment is when Dr. Rylander completely found out about Cole and decided to take him on after he kidnapped his other fellow Rangers. Cole was able to defeat Dr. Rylander with the help of his battleizer. Hey, I'm not spoiling everything. You guys gotta watch the series. And with all that said and done, let's get into my favorite episode, shall we? One of my favorite moments is called Reinforcements from the Future. New creatures known as Mute Orgs come back in time to join forces with the Master Org of the past. But the Wild Force Rangers are joined forces with the Time Force Rangers in order to defeat them. Long story short, the Wild Force Rangers have to seek help from Rantic himself in order to defeat these Mute Orgs. In other words, they won. My number 1 favorite episode is the episode entitled Forever Red. This is my favorite episode because it marks the 10th anniversary of Power Rangers. And in this episode, they decided to bring back all the Red Rangers from every previous season of Power Rangers and have them all fight the remaining generals of the Machine Empire. And in this episode, they all did. You got Andros, TJ, Tommy, Jason, Leo, Orko. It was amazing when they all teamed up with Cole from the Wild Force team, and they all defeated the generals of the Machine Empire. It was a fun episode, and I really liked the ending of it. And you guys, you gotta look at the background from the ending, because it really made you felt nostalgic. Now with all that said and done, let's get into powers and abilities, shall we? Remember, like and subscribe. The Power Rangers Wild Force access to the morphing grid is organic. It is limited by the power of the Wild Zords. Each Wild Zord has its own animal crystal and is all housed in the Animarium. Now the Wild Zords combine to make different Wild Force Megazords. You have the Wild Force Megazord, the Conga Zord, the Isis Zord, and of course the Predazord. Now the Wild Force Rangers' weapons are all different, but all come together to create the Jungle Sword and the Jungle Blaster. All in all, the Wild Force Rangers are basically nature lovers and some of the most powerful Rangers ever. I know I say that a lot about Power Rangers, but it's true. Another episode of the Curtis Zone has come to a screeching close, but I thank you guys so much for joining me. I, of course, am your host, Dylan J. Curtis, and remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more content. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you just want to request a history of episode or just a requested episode period, leave a comment in the section located that way. Remember, I'm still decorating this background here. So if you guys think I should put anything up, if you think I should take something down and replace it, leave it in the comment section. We always enjoy people's comments. We listen, we hear you.